Up next, the Heat taking on the Timberwolves. For the Miami Heat, they've battled through the first half of the season. 7th place in the East. Can they take it even higher? Timberwolves, Heat, coming right up after this. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. All right, a chance to check out stats for Tyler Hero.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games. And he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Wiggins, Tyler Hero out there with Rozier. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5 down low. And for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Reed is out there with Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. And with the trade deadline behind us, GA, that is a busy time for front offices.
Yeah, and for every trade that takes place, hundreds more are proposed. I don't envy the GM's long hours behind the scenes.
Conley finds Edwards. Off target from three-point range. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. I asked Coach about facing off against Bam Adebayo, and he told me the dangerous thing about Bam is his versatility. He's able to play different roles for his team depending on the matchup, and that versatility makes it difficult to game plan against him. Guys?
Thank you, David. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. And the shot goes in.
Tough shot from Bam. But, man, he is so capable of knocking down that mid-range.
Outside Conley. And Ware pulls it down.
Uh-oh. Changed his mind on the way up and tricked himself.
Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Hero against Conley. Edwards kicks to Conley. Pass to Reed. Back to McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. Conley inside the line. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Now Hero. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Wiggins drawing the double team. The 3 hits the 3-point bomb.
Boy, Andrew Wiggins, the former first overall pick, showing off his passing skills there.
Pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. Over Rozier. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards first overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Minnesota. Right now, the sixth best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong.
And I think for the Timberwolves, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Conley gets the bucket.
Mike Conley is one of those guys who simply worked himself into being an outstanding three-point shooter.
With the step back. Here's Adebayo. Plays it up and banks it in. Adebayo's got 5 points so far.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Rozier with the steal. Inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Terry Rozier. Getting around 12 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
The first one falls.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Adebayo drops them both. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while. No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Hero from long range. It's hauled in by Edwards. Timberwolves trailed by 5. Outside Conley. Edwards against Rozier. Shoots the 3. Edwards, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's Wiggins missing. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range. Oh!
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Rozier. Still scoreless. Outside Hero. And he lays it straight in.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Now here's Conley. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Wiggins. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Edwards, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. Sweet move, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. And I know that's 3, but I wanted to give you 3 different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
And he knocks down the first one. There's always a surprise, isn't there, Clark, in the offseason? Let's go back to 2022. That offseason, the Timberwolves going all in on Rudy Gobert.
Basically, Kevin, they traded 5 firsts plus a bunch of good players for Gobert. It was derided at the time, and I can understand why, but Rudy's defense has taken them to another level, and he's actually been a little better offensively than people thought he would be.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Rozier finds Hero. Outside Robinson. Here's the screen. Rozier for 3. Miller grabs the miss. And so Miller will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 5. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Yeah, and when you think about it, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them, and they recognized that had they played a cleaner game, they could have gotten the win.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Einod's checked in. Anthony Edwards is a classic 2-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Now, here's Adebayo. He has 7. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Ware kicks to Adebayo. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
It's good. This game is all even.
Another dime in the stellar career of dime dropping by Mike Conley. I tell you, he's dropped thousands of dimes in his career.
Now, here's Rozier. He has yet to score. There's a screen. To the middle, here's Ware. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Joe Ingles. He's checked in for Minnesota. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Here's Ingles. Pass to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Ingles with the ball. Gobert finds Edwards. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his third season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
And that drops, so they now lead by one.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, Mike Conley's leadership is huge for the Wolves. Rudy Gobert says his presence on the court, but especially in the locker room, is invaluable. Coach Chris Finch said he's given us everything and more. Conley says to have this kind of trust from everyone is why I'm here. This is what I'm supposed to do. Kevin?
He is a class act. David, thanks. Pass to Adebayo. Let's go. And another basket for Miami.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
There's the pick. No one near Conley as he lets it go. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Second shot opportunity. That's tipped. Rozier against Edwards. Now, here's Rozier. Defense is right there. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And with the pause here, how about the stats for Adebayo? He's putting up about 16 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Garza's checked in, and Miller's subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Alexander Walker, nailed from three-point land. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Adebayo the screen. Here's Highsmith. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now Dillingham. Pass to Shannon. Here is Miller. There's a good screen. And another three for Minnesota.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Mitchell looking it over. Here's Adebayo. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
The Heat trail by 3. 1:37 left in the first. And stolen by Dillingham. To the inside. Shannon. Some solid defense from Robinson. Miami's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Mitchell. Takes the 3. Good on the triple. Mitchell's got it all tied up now for Miami.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Alexander Walker with the ball. From deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Adebayo. And here is Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. From the high post. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Dillingham with it. That shot off. Good D by Mitchell. Here's Adebayo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Adebayo drops them both. 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Garza. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Heat?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Something else they've been doing really well is shredding that defense by getting all the way to the rack. They've been absolutely fearless in attacking the paint.
And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting the cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
On the court for Miami here in the second, we've got Duncan Robinson. Anderson is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Jovic in at the 5. Here's McDaniels after the Heat pick up 2. A beautiful reverse layup.
You basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Mitchell passes to Robinson. Six on the shot clock. Wiggins surveying the floor. And good that time. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, every year Wiggins continues to grow in his understanding of the game, recognizing when not to shoot and also when to shoot.
And he gets it to go from the high post.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Miami. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
Gillingham with it, guarded by Robinson. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Robinson dishes to Anderson. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Fires the three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket of the night. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Anderson outside. Back to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Pass to Shannon. Alexander Walker with the ball. Guarded by Robinson. McDaniels gets a wide open look, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mitchell outside. McDaniels against Anderson. Jovic, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Garza. Offline with his three. The Heat with the lead. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Anderson outside. Floats it up for Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
And down hard, flying high for the catch and flush. Wiggins gets off the ground in a hurry.
Here's Dillingham, covered by Mitchell. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down. His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The Heat have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Now Anderson. Mitchell outside. Lets the three fly. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Shannon. Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Robinson. McDaniels in the post. He's against Anderson. A shot by McDaniels, no good. Miami's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Gillingham with it. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland. Stolen by Anderson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
One of the things about Kyle Anderson that's so valuable is his versatility. I mean, he's somebody this team can rely on to chip in and make a difference out there in a lot of different categories.
And that one misses. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history, He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
And the second free throw, good. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
The Heat shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Pass to Hero. Here's Ware. And here is Hero. Pocket 6. Lets a floater go.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Alexander Walker. The Heat also changing it up. Adebayo is checked in for Kyle Anderson. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Duncan Robinson. Gobert with a screen on Hero. And finished off by Gobert.
It's the decision-making and pace that make Conley so effective in running the pick and roll.
Now, here's Rozier. Still without a basket. To the paint, here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
For Miami, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific, 79% as a team.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Reed. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Miami. Free throw good, Adebayo.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. Doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
Pass to McDaniels. Edwards against Wiggins. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Already growing a reputation as one of the game's most notorious trash talkers, Edwards is just having fun out there.
Now, Hero, a dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game. There's the pick. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Gobert. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Chance now to take a look at some of the steal numbers over the scope of the last few months for Mike Conley.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Timberwolves trail. Pass to Dillingham. Now here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Rozier, and again the turnover by the Heat. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Thursday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. Kicks it out to Hero. Good on the three-point shot. Hero's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you could see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Pass to Adebayo. Back to Hero. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Wiggins. And here's Edwards from the arc.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
McDaniels against Adebayo. Wiggins up top. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
The Heat leading by 3. 1:24 left in the first half. Pass to Adebayo. Double team on Adebayo. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. The three-pointer no good. Minnesota's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. McDaniels with the ball. 55 seconds left in the first half. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
First one falls for him. The Heat making a switch here. Highsmith is checked in. No good on the second free throw. The Heat with the lead. To the inside. Hero, no good. Timberwolves shooting around 40% from the floor here. Conley against Wiggins. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Hero. And they get it back. Here's Alexander Walker. 7 points in the game. Back to Conley. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. Conley's got 8 points.
Nice to see Conley receive the dime for once. He's normally the one dropping dimes.
Outside, Hero. Launches it. That one, no good. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. The Timberwolves on top. They're up by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Eric Spoelstra here with us. A lot of three-pointers allowed in the first half. How do you limit that going forward?
Well, there's been some airspace issues. I mean, there are a couple easy ones where we didn't rotate over on the weak side, but we're just not making that extra effort to get to the shooters.
And we know multiple effort is a big part of what you do. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And for that game against the Thunder, they're going against #1. It's a huge challenge, but they have the talent and the coaching to compete.
It'd be a nice morale boost if they can pull it off. Moving right along now to the Miami Heat, they find themselves in a close contest at the half.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecued chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
And with the moment here, let's check out the numbers for McDaniels. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. Averaging about 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Free throw good. Adebayo. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Reid. And Adebayo drops them both. Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Alexander Walker passes to McDaniels. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Pass to Adebayo. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Conley kicks to McDaniels. And it's off from three-point range. Heat shooting in this game, 45%. And Wiggins gets it to go on the assist by Rozier. Wiggins has got 8 points.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
Conley the pass to McDaniels. Conley with the screen on Adebayo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Timberwolves put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Guys like McDaniels, who can guard just about any position on the floor, extremely valuable these days.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, hammers the alley-oop through.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the score by Miami. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Hero passes to Adebayo. Outside Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Adebayo with a screen for Rozier. Over Edwards. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
That misses off the backboard.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Wiggins passes to Hero. The stupendous finish in traffic. Hero's got 11 points.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Here to check out the stats for Anthony Edwards. And he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Alexander Walker. Gobert, the screen. From the top of the key, the shot's good from Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Rozier from outside the arc. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at the Heat. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs.
And when you look at Miami, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Edwards against Rozier. Got a piece of it. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's against Wiggins. Outside Conley. 6 to shoot. Gobert with a screen on Hero. Here's Conley. A miss that time. Would have put him up. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Gobert with a screen on Rozier. Offensive rebound, and Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McDaniels got 4 points in the quarter. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Pass to Adebayo, and the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Dillingham's checked in. Now Rozier. Still yet to score. Now Hero. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Wiggins. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Dillingham with it. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Up top, Adebayo. Pass to Ware. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Adebayo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 5 assists tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Gobert, no good. The Heat have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Edwards against Wiggins. Hero, that's a 2-pointer, and it's Miami with another.
And there's no hesitation from Hero. When the shot's there for him, he is looking to let it fly.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Pass to Edwards. There's the 3. Edwards with confidence.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. And the Heat with some changes. Robinson comes in for Rozier. And it's Mitchell in for Tyler Hero. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Miami Heat. Pass to Ware. It's deflected. Now, here's Mitchell. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And how about Adebayo kicking it into high gear offensively?
McDaniel sets a screen for Dillingham. Gobert with a screen on Mitchell. Dillingham, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Now, here's Mitchell. 6 points for him. And rejection by McDaniel. Here's Shannon. Started by Robinson. Good work there as it goes.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Back to Mitchell. Wiggins up top. Pass to Ware from downtown. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
And here is McDaniel. They double him with Adebayo. And they're on the break. Here's Robinson. Makes it off the glass. And now a 5-point Miami lead.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Pass to Shannon. Gobert with a screen on Wiggins. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Gobert. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second chance hoops, too.
Adebayo with the ball. To the middle, looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Alexander Walker with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Shannon passes to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Adebayo. The shot by McDaniels, no good. The Heat leading by 3. The Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play two bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
Pass to Dillingham. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniel sets a screen for Dillingham. Over Mitchell. Another miss by Minnesota.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Heat leading by 7. Wiggins outside. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third. Here's Adebayo. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Alexander Walker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Davion Mitchell. For Minnesota, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
Here's Alexander Walker. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. The Heat leading by 5. 29 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Dillingham's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Shannon. They set the screen. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, starting the fourth. Mitchell is out there with Robinson. Then there's Anderson, and it's Jovic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
I think that might have been intentional. It perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Timberwolves trail. Now Dillingham. Clark left side. Over Robinson. No good from Clark. And the Heat shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Good on the shot. And the Heat lead by 4.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Dillingham with it, covered by Mitchell. Here's Shannon, back to Ingles. Here's Clark, nice ball movement by Minnesota. Garza, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in.
1 shot.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Jovic. Robinson, that's good.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Pass to Shannon. Up and in on the layup.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Robinson. After the basket by Minnesota. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. The 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Ingles. Dillingham with it. They set the pick. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Count it. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Ingles. Here's Shannon. And Robinson comes to help. Now Dillingham. Clock at 6. Ingles with the screen for Dillingham.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Highsmith. Looking for Anderson. He gets it there. Outside for Robinson. It's good from long range. Robinson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Heat.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here's Dillingham, covered by Mitchell. Shannon passes to Ingles, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now, here's Mitchell. Here's Jovic. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 4 assists in the game. Now Dillingham. Pass to Shannon. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Jovic.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Now, here is Robinson, defended by Alexander Walker. Robinson kicks to Mitchell. Anderson with the screen for Mitchell. Puts up a 3. Dillingham with the rebound. Dillingham's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Count it.
You know, he doesn't have the quickness of some guys, but he does see everything, including that opening.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Miami Heat, leading by 5. Here's Jovic. And here is Robinson, defended by Alexander Walker. Here's Jovic, and he jams it with authority.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the score by Miami, Yepik goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Alexander Walker. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And some changes here for the Heat. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. Now, he wants this team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Outside, Rozier. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards with it. Picked up by Hero. Right side, Edwards. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes, I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And the first one at the line is good.
A superstar level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skills.
And Edwards drops them both.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Ware kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Adebayo. Now Hero, covered by Conley. Count that bucket. And that's 15 points for Tyler Hero.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now Adebayo. After Anthony Edwards missed from long range. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Oh, here's Edwards. Now here's Reed. Back to Edwards. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, you know, his turnover is certainly not making it any easier for him.
The Heat leading by 6. Outside, Hero. Rozier with a screen for Hero. Off target from outside. Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Edwards, no good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Adebayo with a screen for Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Launches from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels got his 4th rebound in this one. And here's Edwards from the arc. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 8th assist here tonight. Hero passes to Wiggins. Reed against Adebayo. Back to Wiggins. Miami needs to get a shot off.
Defense gearing up to stop Wiggins' shot that time. He feels it, hits the roller in stride. Nicely done. Good adjustment.
And here is Conley. Reed kicks to Conley. Picked by Reed. Conley's shot is off. Miami leading by 5. Pass to Rozier. Great D that time from Edwards.
And he's missed every single shot he's attempted today, but somehow they're still in the lead.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
McDaniels against Hero. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Who else but Mike Conley? This guy seems to always come up in the big moments.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Tell you what, Conley may not be in his prime from an age standpoint, but I tell you, he is still tremendous as a floor leader, general, and he's a stabilizing presence on this team.
Where, no good. Minnesota's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
Miami's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Hero passes to Adebayo. Outside Rozier. Pass to Hero. Wiggins, a screen on Conley. Hero against Conley. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Here's Hero. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Michael Conley picks one up.
And, you know, some guys shrink as the game tightens. Hero calls for the ball. Clutch.
And that one misses.
And Hero, one of those guys in the league that can nail free throws with his eyes closed.
And for the Heat, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. And the layup's good off the glass. Hero's got 19 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Conley's shot is off. And it's Wiggins with the ball for Miami. Pass to Hero. Now here's Adebayo. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. 59 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Reed the pass to Gobert. Over Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Outside Hero. Over Conley. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
.29 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
The first one drops, and that makes it a three-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
two-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Gobert with a screen on Rozier. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good! And that shot brings them to within just one.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
And it's all about the three right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a three.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. For 3, Edwards. It's good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Bam. Activity on blast tonight. How pleased were you with the performance?
I'm just happy we won. You know, the stats don't matter unless you get a win. So I'm happy we got a win and keep dedicating them to my mom, man. You know, she's my blessing, so she just keeps blessing me for some reason.
Love the love, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Bam Adebayo.